Now close your eyes. What?
Who said?
8% on an empty stomach is like hitting the nitrous right off the trans brake.
Yep.
Just here we go.
Both get your gut feeling funny.
What's going on, good friends?
What's
Hello.
up? We're on episode almost 50.
Whoo! What are we doing for 50? Big 50.
I don't know. We got to do a giveaway, something,
Giveaway party.
party,
We'll find something to do.
big car meet.
Yeah.
I'm way too loud.
Everyone's too loud.
Hello, friends.
Test.
Anyone?
Test.
Coming to you on a Thursday.
Yeah. Is there anybody in here?
It's real awkward, actually. It's making me uncomfortable that we're here on a Thursday.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
who-
it's Thirsty Thursday.
Oh, it is. Cheers to that, boys. If I could reach, I could.
My fizzy water.
So why are we here on a Thursday?
We going racing
I'm going
tomorrow.
racing.
We're going racing. We got a
Gone
two
racing.
Sonics
Two
and a
signs.
space car.
Yep.
All going racing.
And we're gonna.
We haven't had a track day
I
in
know.
so
I'm
long.
excited.
Since last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it this event last year?
I think it was Schnicky's
No, we
event
didn't go
last year.
last year.
We did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Just you and Al screwed it out?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, that's when you guys ran the 1201.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, for those of you that are here, we got a special product release that nobody knows about until you guys.
Yeah.
Alan, Tyler, want to do a favor?
We got
Race team banners.
some new
You guys have been begging for them.
banners.
We got 3 here. We got a ton of stock of them.
Yep.
They're literally on the site right now. So
They are.
Yep.
they're-
Live.
Yep.
There's
Come and
many.
get 'em.
Well,
when-
take them off. They got to earn these things.
No, these ones are for.
They're for Al permission only.
Yeah. Al's approval process.
You buy them and then Al decides if you actually get one. No
Mm.
refund either way though.
Rob, LSJ heads are made to order.
Yeah, we slapped this one on the Buick yesterday, and
It looks real good.
I am pleased.
The Galloping Moose.
Galloping Moose
The
is.
gray and the maroon is.
It's a real race car now.
Yeah, it
it does look
officially
way
is.
more race car.
Oh, YouTube's back.
Yeah.
I'm just now catching up.
But yeah, we might have 3 record holding. Well, I mean, two of them are already record holding. But they're
Record
going to be
breaking.
further
Three.
recording
Yeah.
tomorrow.
We're gonna have some new personal bests.
Yeah, we might have 2 10s and a 12.
I don't know about 2 10s,
Never know.
but
You never know.
you never know.
You never know.
Except there's nothing we can turn up on that one.
Yeah.
We took it all out.
Al put the kill tune on it.
Yeah.
Hook
I'm
like
all out of
6
gigawatts.
jump packs up to it. Turn them on.
Trevor, if you're driving it there tomorrow, you need to waste all the windshield washer fluid because it is full up to the top.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like flowing out the top.
We can just hold that down.
Just
for,
hold that down
Yeah.
on the highway and piss everyone off behind you.
Well, we're trailering it there, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
mind.
It wasn't easy
someone
to
should
get to,
probably
though.
tell Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta talk to him. We're gonna steal his trailer and probably his lithium battery.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good idea.
I got one of those in my drill.
There you go.
I need to get one of those for the Honey Badger.
Run it on like 4 M18 Milwaukee batteries.
Well,
there
'cause
we
right
go.
now I'm running 2 race batteries because my radiator's undersized and I need to run the pump and fans.
Mm.
So I had to run 2 batteries or else I wouldn't be able to start the car afterward. It defeats the whole purpose of running the race battery.
Yep.
So I think I'm going to get like a Honda Fit battery or
Yep.
look for some lithium one.
Yeah, Tim just got a really nice one done up in the sky.
The first gen fits are like the perfect size. They still like turn
Battery.
Mm-hmm.
anything up to a 3 liter over no problem.
Yeah.
151 art.
Invested in McClure stock.
Oh,
All right.
Mm.
Didn't know that was a
Oh,
thing.
yeah, he is.
Oh
The
yeah.
gas station
Yeah,
or
I
you?
heard about that. Oh yeah, the gas station, which has no relation to Al.
No, I almost convinced a girl that it did once, though.
Almost.
Because
Keyword.
they're all back around where I grew up.
So what gave it away?
She was going for it. I couldn't follow through with it. I pumped gas, went inside to pay. This was back then. And she starts bringing it up, and I got out my driver's license. And I was like, oh, no, I'm McClure. I don't pay for gas. And she's like, what? I'm like, here. And she kind of looked at it for a second. She's like, I'll have to go ask my manager how to do that. And I'm like, okay.
I'm lying.
I'm kidding.
I'm fibbing.
It was pretty. I just couldn't believe she was actually going through
I
with it.
ran with it.
Yeah.
I would
if
have seen
you-
how far I could get it.
Fooled the manager, and they're like,
3
"We're gonna have
weeks
to call
later.
corporate."
3 weeks later, you got.
A bill in the mail.
Yeah.
You imposter. Oh, but yeah, racing. It's gonna be fun.
Racing. Yeah.
So what are we talking about today, Trev?
Yeah. Speaking of
Other
that,
than rambling.
we're talking about boost weather. It's fall
121.
here. I don't know about where you guys live, but it's cold and rainy and gross.
Yeah,
Probably gonna snow in a week.
Hope
but
so.
That's
No.
Michigan.
we don't want that.
So long story short, we have like 1, 2, probably track days left,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and that's like our season
2 or
as
3.
far as events.
Mhm.
Anyways, we'll keep our cars out for a little bit longer, but
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip. Those 121 batteries are even a little smaller.
There you go.
the R just means reverse. I
Means
learned
race.
that.
Oh, it
Yeah.
flows backwards?
We did learn
Yeah.
that double reverse is
Ah.
bad.
Yeah.
That means you have a problem with your trans and you need to fix it.
Still haven't tried it though.
Yeah, Jason Peroto, we're Ohio in November is the plan.
Yeah.
Is Peroto?
Oh yeah, we just got his housing shipped out to him today. So once he gets his car back together, he wanted to come up and run with us again before
Cool.
the end of the season.
That'd be great.
So yeah, I want to talk
All
about
we're gonna have locals Martin though,
Mm.
but
how much longer do they go for.
November 6th, every
Oh.
Saturday until then.
Wow.
Okay.
But I'm really looking forward to a really cold day there when a lot of people are going to be too scared to go racing.
Yep.
This
What's your
cold track, hot tire?
recap of your season, Al? We'll start you out. Did you complete all your goals? Do you think you will?
I think I will. I'm not done yet.
I mean, you had 1/8 of a season, more
Yeah.
or less.
Quarter.
Well, I mean, the half mile goal was 180. Didn't hit that, but that was like if everything goes perfect goal. Like the more important goal was get the car to go really, really fast and feel really,
Yeah.
really safe at the same time. And we knocked that goal out of the park.
Yep.
So that's why I've been drag racing it. I need to get more seat time in that car. It's intentionally not street legal to keep me from doing dumb stuff. So to get more practice, I go quarter mile drag race it.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I think 10% of bugs worked out and 5 more passes, it would have easily made it.
Yeah, the car is capable of 9s. I have absolutely no doubt on that. It's a matter of me figuring out how to get that out of it. Probably 60% of it is driving, and the rest of it is going to be tweaking the suspension, tire pressures. We're still fairly new to competitive drag racing, so
Yeah.
I'm still learning, like, track conditions and what I need to change for tire pressure and shock dampening and all those kinds of things. And
Yeah.
when you're going for a record, all that stuff matters.
Especially at that potentially single digit, it matters a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in the mid 13s, it's like, oh yeah, cool. Mess
Yeah.
with this, mess with that. Ooh, all right. But
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, it's real easy to pick up a 10th.
But 2 psi when you're trying to hit like a 1/460 foot could be a make or break pass. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
so
Yeah.
Like, I learned that really good prep and too much slick pressure is bad. Learned that last week. It just shook the whole way through first gear and was a 1.860 foot. It was terrible.
Well, you also got more weight off it in the front,
Yep.
the bumper.
Got
Gotta-
more weight off. We're going to get even more weight out this winter.
and
I
stiffer rear
gotta-
springs.
And I got a better trans in it now.
Magic trains.
Yeah, some magic F40 gear combo that never existed from the factory.
No more double reverse.
No more double reverse.
So
Never
we'll,
tried.
We'll never know.
Oh, I know exactly what I've looked inside of there. I see what it was trying to do. But yeah, got a better final drive, better fourth gear, still the same crappy Regal 1-2 split. But
What
I
can
was
you
I
do?
was talking to Frana earlier, and he's like, launch in second, see what happens. Okay,
All
Yeah.
right.
like
a
where it's
try.
just gonna happen at a bog.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a second will do like 80, so it's a lot.
Man, wouldn't that be nice not having to nail a 1-2?
No kidding. But see, the problem is I'll have to, in order to launch in second, I'd have to have 55-mile-an-hour wheel spin right off the hit in
Oof.
order to not drop out of boost.
That's a lot of boost.
That's
55-mile-an-hour wheel spin.
that's a lot of
Wheel spin.
wheel acceleration very, very quickly.
We
So-
can make like a hydraulic jack with rollers that pops the car into a wheelie, spin the tires, and then drop it back down.
Yeah, that won't break anything.
No.
No, if I do try it, I'll leave the slicks up at
Yeah, I was gonna say
like
leave them at 15 or 18,
15, 18, somewhere around
or
there.
let them spin, and then maybe magic will happen.
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll get plenty of laps to test it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, you probably need a better one. But at least you're out there racing. Good for you.
John DeLeon, we don't really know. The rods are real thin, but we've never broken a 1.4 from power.
Nah,
Yeah.
Walker's been in the mid 300s for a while.
Yeah. But he doesn't have a
doesn't-
big torque spike.
Yeah, he doesn't make a crap load of torque. I mean, you can break stock rods with the V3 if you wanted to, just because it'll spool so low.
Yeah.
Like, we've accidentally hit 40 pounds on the torque spike before.
Just wanted to say
And-
I love my yellow 07 LSJ with 45,000 miles.
Wow, that is pretty low.
That sounds like a good car to love.
Yeah. I wish my LSJ had 100,000 less.
Repurpose the VSS as 7th gear. That's basically what it tried to do.
How about you,
we
Bo?
ran through them all. No, wait, there's more.
The Fast and Furious gear.
Yeah.
What's that? Goals this year?
Yeah, how
Goals for
how
Bruce
did your
Weather.
goals end up this year?
Yeah, they're all right. I was kind of on cruise control though.
Low standards kind of
Yeah.
season.
I really was just kind of taking it easy. I think next year I'm gonna push the Buick a lot more. But it did everything well. I was gonna attempt to get a 11.9 out of it on the stock cam and the stock trans this year, but
You broke it.
not looking like it's gonna happen. Yeah, out of all things to break, I cracked the flex plate. So, which I've been driving it.
I mean,
What's the
worst
worst
is
that
gonna
could happen?
And it doesn't even make noise ever, except for like once in a while I'll hear it go. Like, ooh.
Car guy thinks.
Yes, Brett, it's Friday. We
Yeah.
time warped.
Yeah.
Tomorrow would have been the day to do the 11.9, but
Yeah.
last week I'm thinking after Berlin, the autocross, or I don't know, you maybe just even pushing it on the street. I do a lot of manual downshifting in that, and I think the torque converter really balloons when I do that, and I think when all that torque converter
Magic happens.
pushing on the flex plate, manually downshifting it a lot, is what caused it to crack.
So what you're saying is you do a bunch of neutral
Yeah.
drops.
But
And you killed
it does make 400 wheel torque. That could have done it as well. And it's been I made
Oh, you're on a stock flex plate, aren't you?
yeah, I've made over 10 or 12 passes 1/860 foots on that stock trans. So
Yep. How many miles does it have on it?
It's held up a
100
lot longer than a lot of 4Ts.
135,000.
Mm-hmm.
What's good is the tranny's still good, and it's still worth something.
But there's better options out there.
Because we don't need that one anymore, kind of.
Yeah.
But,
kinda. It's gonna be the first 4T65 ever that was willingly pulled out of a car.
literally. But
I don't know. Terrell is willingly pulling one, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
he is
right.
too.
Yeah.
The GXP did well. Streetcar takeover was fun.
I mean,
Buick-
before you move on from the Buick, though, like that thing was pretty impressive this season.
yeah,
Very.
It dropped a lot of jaws. With
Dropped a lot
how
of jaws.
versatile that thing was for being a giant ass bolt.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think the podcast fans have gotten a couple of the jokes, but it's every day. The running joke is how Bo just drives his car every day.
Yeah.
Goes to every event,
It's
no
the
matter
only
what
one.
kind of event.
It's the only one that hasn't broken.
yeah.
And so
That's
it
kind
was
of just
due
what I
for a
wanted
break.
to do. Is just kind of, it was my first summer here at ZZP, and I didn't, I just wanted to have a car that I would be able to attend everything with, and it did that great. So
Yeah.
I can't complain about
Yeah,
that.
it did.
It didn't do amazing,
No,
but it did really good at
It's-
everything you took it to.
it's kind of like it's not first best at anything. It's just kind of second best at everything.
He built the ultimate all-season car.
He did. he
I-
he won a show.
Yep.
Yep.
He did good quarter mile passes.
Did
He
v-
surprised everyone at the autocross.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
daily drove it.
And daily drove it.
Yeah,
The only thing you didn't get to do this year was full road course
yeah, full
Or
road.
half mile.
or half mile.
The transmission limits it on both of those events. Not that I wouldn't have been willing to do either, but
You almost made it to a road course day.
yeah,
Almost.
There's one more coming up here.
We were waiting for an open slot, and you would have hopped in, but
Yeah.
Yes, Sonic is a great first car.
Very good first car.
They're a great
Oh,
second
yeah.
car. They're
Yeah.
a great fifth car. Just ask Tyler. They're a great,
Fifth.
great ninth car.
Like if you have room in your driveway, a Sonic should be
A
there.
Sonic
It should.
Yeah.
It probably should. If you need one, let me know.
Yeah, ask the Ohio crew about the new prototype turbo. It makes the autos fun.
Mm-hmm. That car is going to be. So we put in the top engine mount and the rear or the bottom trans mount.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the perfect amount of vibration to make you feel like you're in a race car, but it's not shaking all the panels loose.
Oh, sweet.
I'm
Yeah.
really excited to launch that sucker
Thank
tomorrow.
you, Kevin.
Yeah,
McLeod.
it should do a lot better.
Tyler, how about you? How'd your season go?
Good. We still have a few weeks left, so the
He's got-
one.
Saving the best for last.
Yeah, the one overarching goal was 10s in the Sonic.
He's got plenty more time to break this 1-2. Max, it's a lot more than the sliders. I had to fix everything when he does that.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
has a fresh a fresh clutch and flywheel in it as
Yeah.
of today.
Yeah, we wore that clutch out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we take pictures of that?
No, but it's still. I didn't
Oh.
throw it away.
Max,
Don't
we're
worry.
coming to 42 in November.
We'll have to post those pictures. 'Cause
I don't know who all is going, but I'll be there.
Yeah.
And I think probably Tyler too.
Yep. But yeah, so the 10 has been more of a challenge, like we talked about in the drag car kind of
It's
breakdown.
gonna be harder to hit 10s in that than it is for my car to hit 9s.
Yeah.
I
'Cause-
am not good at driving that car yet. You're pretty good at driving the Sonic.
But I'd still
We have
obviously
a
have
little
room.
bit left. We can turn it up. We've waited all summer for the air density to get better. I 100% believe it can run a 10.99 with a 9, but it's gonna be
It's stars have to align.
everything perfect.
Yeah.
Me and Al are going to be standing at the starting line going,
Exactly right.
Can we stand behind it and push?
I'm gonna stay there after I set the wheelie bar and give it a kick when you launch.
Yeah, it's just like I said, the jump from 15 to 13 was easy. The jump from 13 to mid 11s was easy, but this last half a second is
a whole year.
MFer.
yeah.
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 Granted, we haven't tried since Cletus and cars.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we went out the other day and figured out that the clutch was screwed.
Yeah,
So
we'll be out there mid-November sometime. We're gonna plan a day, probably the second weekend in November. If that gets weathered out, then we'll go the week after that. But once
Yeah.
we have official dates, I'll make sure all you guys from out there know.
So still got a couple weeks for that. Blue Car has done its job. It's been a lot of fun. It's perfect daily right now. The Camaro, I wanted to run 140s at Gingerman, but only went once. So I'd still drop 2 seconds off, so that's good.
What did you run?
142.
Oh, okay.
And that's on Federals. Everyone who tells me to buy real
Yeah,
tires.
Federal, please sponsor us.
Yeah, please sponsor us.
Yep.
Everyone who tells me to buy real tires says I would run 140 if I had real tires, but
Yeah.
whatever.
and it was
they're big.
super.
They're not pretend. They're there. You can
That's
touch
true.
them.
It was super hot that day.
It was very warm. It was very warm, very greasy.
How are we gonna get that sponsorship though if he switches his tires?
I can't.
mean,
See, that's you just gotta keep
Exactly.
running them.
That's what we look for in sponsees, brand dedication.
Yeah. Even when I can't get your tires and you won't sponsor me.
Rods are gonna be a while. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We had to change some things.
who's that?
Someone asked when the Sonic rods were gonna be, or ZZP
Oh.
connecting rods will be
Yeah.
available.
Sonic rods and
I was
Ecotec.
talking about the someone doing a pull out of the
oh
28th Street.
yeah,
Oh,
sounded like a charger.
gross.
So yeah,
He had bumper guards on.
I had a great year. I made it to a ton of different events. That spectator drags that we went to a bunch of times was really fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Really fun, very laid back. It wasn't
In case
too
you guys
big.
didn't see that video, they took a asphalt oval and then threw some cones into it.
Yeah,
to
not very
make
many
it,
people
like,
watch those videos.
Semi-autocrossy. That was a lot of fun.
Eric spent a lot of time on those videos, and they were probably our best series this season.
They were a great series.
I think it's just autocross people don't really like
Yeah.
watching though.
Nah, but trust me, go back and watch the Berlin autocross videos. They're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That event came
Especially
along.
when Bo spins out and runs like a bobblehead.
Yeah. Spun out my front wheel drive car.
They was watching from the other side of the track. It looked like you were running in slow motion and like you're a stick figure with this giant head.
And you're just like,
Hi,
Hello.
everybody, I got it.
That event came along and we kind of laughed at it, and then we showed up and realized it was going to be the most fun we were going to have all summer, and went every
Well,
weekend.
yeah,
after
it was
that.
a joke when we first found out about
Yeah,
it. And
we're
then
like,
you actually
Okay, we'll sign
went.
up.
Yeah.
And we wanted to go every time, and we
Heck
will
yeah.
go every time.
Cheap, good fun, and it kept us busy. And
We all said no, and then Turbo Tim comes out and he's like, "I just registered." We were like, "Whoa,
What?
what?"
Yeah, we did, because Noah came up to me and he's like, "Did you see the spectator rags?" I'm like, "I don't want to drive on dirt." And
Yeah.
then Tim was all like hyping about it, and so we all signed up, and it was a
that
good
was it.
time. But yeah, to make road course, autocross, drag race, spectator drags, like all of that in one calendar year, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, wish there was more events weekly for sub $30 that
Mhm.
stuff like that. Pretty cool.
Yeah, the affordable stuff is real fun.
Yeah. It's like what, 25 minutes away from our shop?
Yeah.
Like
$20 to race all night, just like going to the drag strip.
a cheap event, but it was an event you could actually win money from too.
Yeah.
So
Not a lot of places
yeah.
that we go and race have $1,500 and $12,000.
Kevin McLeod, Eden
pot.
wanted to make sure that we gave you a shout out and said the guys love working on your car and they love the color.
It is a cool color.
which one is that?
The blue, baby blue
Oh,
ATS.
yep. Mm-hmm.
That's
It
pretty
is
cool.
a pretty unique color.
It is. It's a well-built car, you know.
Yeah, it's got a
not
big old
dirty.
turbo on it
It's a
now, too.
standout color without being too bold.
Mhm.
I like it.
Is it Grabber Blue, the Mustang, or is it different?
I think it's a
don't know.
little different.
A little different. Kevin, what color is your car actually?
Technically.
Yeah,
Do
like
you
what is
know?
the actual name of it?
Ashley says, Eric, we can't hear you.
I don't understand that. Well, we don't
Oh,
have
no.
you in the headphones
Triggered.
either
Well, no,
sometimes.
you
guys will never have me in headphones, but maybe Ashley only has one speaker and she's missing another one. Maybe. I don't know. We hear Eric enough.
Well, your plug is going over there. So I don't think that's plugged in. Unless I'm following it wrong.
This is an Ethernet cable right here.
We don't really know what we're
Just
doing,
shout
guys.
If
louder
only we
if
could
you
say
want
this was our
someone to
first
hear.
time, but it's
Ah.
literally like the 49th time.
Anyway.
Anyway, Trevor, what about you? How were your goals this year? You had a bit of a technical difficulty.
You came out so strong.
I did.
You did.
I was hitting harder than anyone right
Yep.
off the bat, and then everything broke.
Yeah. That's
And,
Are we gonna like straight axle 4-link that thing?
I don't know. I don't know. We need to take every wire out of it and put all new wires in it.
Well, the wires and the diff, the exploding
Yeah.
diff that every time you hit it,
That's what I'm
Goes
saying.
boom.
Ford
Yep.
9-inch. Problem solved.
problem solved.
Keith knows how to set up stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith was gonna do some fancy
If
stuff
and
with
when
the
I get a
Capita.
Solstice, it's getting straight axle.
They're pretty nice.
Now,
And your tires will wear even.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about rear camber.
call me a noob. On straight axle cars, it's literally a straight axle
Yeah.
through the diff.
It's not a euphemism.
It's like a truck.
So how does it turn? Like, are the gears on the axle?
no, there's a differential.
There's two axles still.
Okay, so it's not just
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I've never
It's exactly like any
Two
other
axle
diff.
shafts.
It's like if
go
you
in
built
from
a
each
car
side.
out of Legos,
Mhm.
it's literally that.
Mm.
Like drive shaft with a spline, two splines,
Oh.
axles.
Okay,
hmm
Pretty much it.
yeah, and just like one big hog ass that gear that connects them in the diff.
It's exactly like the Sonic diff.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Exactly the
It
same.
all
way.
makes sense now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but like when you look at like the back of a truck, that's like a case, the big long tubes going out,
Mhm.
and the axles just like go in the middle of it.
hmm
It's
Yeah,
super
we should
annoying
do
when
that.
those seals go bad.
Yeah, but there's way less stuff to break. You know how many parts there are for Ford 9-inches? You could
A
swap
billion.
rear end gears if you wanted to
Yep.
easily.
Quick change gear sets
Like
and stuff.
billet housings for them or fabricated housings are pretty cheap.
How cool would that be? You show up to a drift track and it's a little longer, and you could swap in your different gear in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we realistically could set it up that way.
That's how all the pro
And,
cars
like getting
are.
the wheel spacing right
There's like
is
a window
easy.
in their diff, and they like slide it up and like change, and it's crazy.
All right.
I think we should look into that.
Sounds like we got some plans for the winter, boys.
Is Tim still on the lift?
Tim
Yes.
is on the list.
Yeah, I'll make
Trevor
Keith
needs
look
a
at it.
standalone and a straight axle swap over the winter.
Yeah.
LSJ
It
swap.
was a simple drift car at the beginning of the year, and here we are.
The one event I went to, though, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Until the diff blew up, but
Well,
it made it through half of the day pretty great.
and then you went to an autocross. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, the autocross is what killed it, I guess.
Oh, well.
Kevin said intense blue. Seems
Intense
accurate.
blue. So not ball grabber blue.
Nah,
All right. Good to know.
good thing. Paul says I can hear, but you guys could be louder if need be.
We're real loud in our
Wow,
ears.
don't be wishy-washy. Yes or no?
Is your volume maxed on your device? Or
It's like you all have volume control at home.
Yeah.
to
Should
turn
not
the
be an
volume up, I
issue.
have to turn our headphones up, and then we all get headaches, and it's just
Yeah,
a bad
don't do
time.
Well,
Maybe you should just be quiet and listen harder. Use your listening ears.
Listen harder.
Yeah.
Tell everyone around you to shut up.
Close your eyes.
oh,
Don't
maxed. All right.
Max
Well,
with headphones. Oh man.
who's going to be first to hit 10s? Trevor, Tyler.
Ooh.
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 I'm gonna go Tyler.
It's a lot easier to turn a turbo up than
Yeah.
a battery.
Hmm.
We'd have to get pretty lucky to be 10.
We gotta get you back in the 1.5s though.
Yeah, we do.
We're gonna.
Stop driving like a.
We're all
little
looking
butt.
forward to tomorrow, but it's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You asked me earlier how you feeling about tomorrow. I was like, oh, good. And as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, shit.
Swear jar.
Oh, where'd it go?
It's over there.
Oh, okay.
Somebody moved it.
I probably moved it for the banners.
Yeah. But I guess the only other goal I would have, I will have for this year is to get that dang old Sonic running before the snow flies.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to drive it once
Oh
or
yeah.
twice.
Most everyone here forgot you even had it.
Yeah.
We
My
hear you
dad didn't even
complain
know I
about-
had one. He was over the other day, and I was like, "Have you ever seen the Sonic?" He goes, "No, I didn't. You had a Sonic?" So I showed him the whole thing. The whole back of the car is full with parts, so it's
Nice.
ready.
That's perfect.
What
I got-
are you doing to that thing?
My favorite part of a car build is when it's just stuffed
Oh,
full of
it's
parts, and all you have to
I
do
know
is
you
put them on.
decided to do things you shouldn't have.
Yeah, a few, but so it the head gasket was blown. The head was warped, which Arnie explained. You know, heads don't warp. When a head gasket blows and the head gets hot, it forms around the head gasket.
Ah.
So it doesn't actually warp. You just have to flatten it. So it was within spec. It was flattened out. One of the valves was bent, so we fixed that. So head
You
stock.
just take the head off and you just slide it on the concrete.
If I had one of those marble pads, I'd do that with some fucking 80 grit or something. And hit it with some 2000. You know, you're good to
Yeah.
go.
Take the old buffer out on it.
Yeah,
Polish
just
it up.
some
Belt
polishing
sander.
compound.
Yeah.
So
Engine surfaces is one thing I've always taken seriously.
yeah, I was gonna just slap it back on and call it a day, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty bit out.
$100 or so, and you're just.
So, head gasket, head goes back on, new intake manifold, new valve cover, V3 turbo, ZZP intake, ZZP intercooler, all new cooling system because all of it was screwed. And
Yeah, you did
then
way more than you
Downpipe.
needed to.
downpipe,
midpipe.
midpipe. Well, those were rusted out, so I had to hacksaw them off.
And then sell it to Bo for a winter beater.
And then
Michigan
lowering
things.
springs, shifter bushings, and call it a day.
You're like coilover guy. And you keep putting lowering springs on
And
everything.
here he tells me he can't buy nitrous because he had to buy too many things for the Sonic.
Okay. The head resurfacing and rebuilding was $350. I thought it was going to be $100. That screwed with my
I
thing.
don't want to hear it.
And then those rubber hoses had cracks in them, and I said, "Oh, I need an intercooler kit." And you know, that's how it
Here we
goes.
Uh,
Here we
the,
are.
The well I'm in there's gotcha.
Yeah.
No kidding.
The well I'm in there really got me.
That's the best.
So, it'll be a really fun car once
Yeah.
it's done.
It'll be a good daily. You're gonna
It'll
have
be
two good dailies.
I know,
That's
and
why you're gonna have to sell one to me.
it's gonna be tough. You're either gonna get a Cobalt or a Sonic.
I don't know
Oh.
which one I'd go for.
Auto
For a
Cobalt
daily?
or a Sonic.
Well, I know you're too attached to the Cobalt, so
Nah,
I'll
no,
plan
it's-
on either
It's
Sonic.
too old.
Yeah, I'd probably sell the Sonic to Bo.
Yeah. Well,
You-
I'll make more money off the Sonic, so.
You know,
That's true.
That too.
speaking of forgotten things, I'm pretty proud
Pretty
of
forgotten.
Zoom's car this year. Getting
Yeah.
that
Oh
thing-
yeah.
bringing that thing back alive. And
Didn't take that much.
No,
other than blowing a head out.
just
Streetcar takeover.
what's that, man?
So they kind of stole the show with Streetcar takeover. We weren't expecting.
Did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I talked to Al a little bit about taking it tomorrow, but obviously right now we're pushing the 1.4s more than the 3800, so
Yeah.
we're gonna be racing the Sonics. But yeah, no, just getting that thing back to turnkey, fast car, reliable.
It's past its glory days, but you hop in it, turn the key once or twice,
Yeah,
and
we
it's
did
good to go.
photos a week ago, and you guys just hopped in and
Yeah.
drove around. And I was like, "That's crazy."
It
Like,
is. It's a cool car. I do
Yeah.
like the little display he has.
Oh, it's so
It says
yeah,
like ZZP, and then it shows you
Yep.
timing and all that. Your AFR commanded.
Very-
That's pretty neat.
very high tech stuff back in the day. There's a lot of nostalgia to that car. When we're actually gonna probably go over a lot of the appearance stuff this winter, and
oh yeah, we got stuff on the
Ooh,
way.
Yeah, I
Bring-
forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
bring it out.
A couple of the fleet cars are getting a whole makeover this winter.
Yep.
If
Yeah.
you guys know, you know.
If
But-
you know, you know.
I
Nobody
don't
knows
know.
though.
They could figure it out though.
But we got
You
it.
would think.
You would think.
Yeah, it's consistently making
Oh, that's a good
400
point.
horsepower on the tiny pulley, and
I know I've heard you talk about it, Bo. You really have been dying to go to Tail the Dragon.
Uh-huh.
I was the only one here that went.
Yeah,
This guy did that.
the ball got dropped on Tail of the Dragon this year.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the Buick's for that, right?
Yeah,
That's the
Mhm.
plan.
I can always take the GXP. The paddle shifters will be fun on that. I don't know.
I would
Yeah,
I would
probably.
love to get back to Tail of the Dragon next year. It's been since 2018, and before that it had been since 2009. Jeez.
Yeah.
So I would love to go back. And
I
not get a
still
ticket this
haven't.
time.
It's
Uh,
really
Still haven't
really
gone.
we plan all the car trips, and it's really hard to get us all
Yeah.
our schedules aligned for a weekend like that.
I'm really
Everybody's busy.
hopeful next year, because this year was the year after like the COVID shutdowns.
Yeah. Ramp back into everything.
You know, there was so much to do this weekend. Eric and I were just talking about how every single weekend
There's
this
something.
summer, since April,
Everyone had something to do.
everyone had. There was never a weekend where it was like, oh, let's just hang out at home.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully next year that kind of ramps back down
Levels
to
back
normal,
to normal.
and then we can do that. But
Yeah.
you never know. I feel like as you get older, more people do more things,
Yeah.
and then it sucks.
We gotta start making friends.
Yeah, I want to be 18 again.
Like school, out all summer and just
Mhm.
hang out.
Yeah,
Yep.
one thing back to the topic of the podcast, boost weather. I was scanning one of our shop cars yesterday, and just shout out to all the guys out there with an M90 and a pretty small pulley. Be careful. Make sure you're monitoring your KR at this time of year,
Uh-oh.
because our shop car picked up like three almost 4 pounds of boost since the dyno tune in June,
Boost weather.
and it's very good, very cool. But if you run out of injector or this or that, or you're already pushing the limit, you're at like 11.5 pounds, and now you pick up 4 pounds of boost, it ain't gonna be good times.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you're watching KR.
Except
Um,
those IAT2s though, they're loving it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The other day I had my IAT2s after a pull were like 99.
I want to make a
Wait, what?
you start at 60
Yeah.
instead of 110.
Yeah.
IAT2 scoreboard for all LSJ owners. We can rank everyone.
He's like lowest ever, and then that customer from a couple weeks ago
His
was the
highest.
world record.
We got the top and bottom in 1 week.
Goodness gracious.
AA Run Gaming, just buy a K&N filter cleaning kit. They're oil filters, so just clean it up. Good to go. Add some more oil. You're good.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Well-
know. Al's all distracted over there with his phone.
Yeah, I was getting ready for the end of the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Well,
that's
yep.
a reasonable
I figured that was
reasonable thing to do.
Well, you talked about it a little bit. Let's get into next year.
Next
What's
year.
now that we're not done, but hopefully everything goes according to this last month plans. So what's the goals next year then?
Who wants to start?
I can't say anything.
So Bo's a
Just
secret.
gonna have to find out.
Bo's
There
a
you go,
secret.
Eric.
I think
What's
Got
that?
your topics for you.
Oh crap! Almost forgot.
What's going to be your focus next year, Bo?
one big goal that ZZP has next year, I think, is to push the Model 3 further than
Yes. Very.
like we're gonna be on the Model 3 for drag racing, autocrossing, road coursing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
we do need to
dive
get that
in
thing into the
big
tins.
time Model 3, which it was really fun working on it today.
Yeah.
Just a change of pace.
It's weird because you think
it's
it's
nice-
such a space car, but it was mostly just a car.
Yeah, you start getting into it, and it's like, this is just like a normal car.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice working on a nice car too. You know, a lot of the times we're working on old 20-year-old stuff, and it's brand new.
Mm-hmm.
But
Brand new is nice.
I think the Model 3 in general has impressed everybody thoroughly, and hopefully with that trend
I haven't even
continues
driven
next
it
year.
yet.
I just drove it for the first time in the back lot,
What?
and then I did a launch.
Is it pretty quick?
For being wet out and yeah, I put it in track mode and I sat there and I went, whoop, and it just goes, sucks you back for a second. You're like, whoa, okay,
What the hell was that? Ah, crap. Swear jar.
what happened? So
We got to remember all these.
See, I don't think I can ride in Zoom's Plaid because if I ride with someone, I'll puke instantly.
Yep.
If I'm driving it, I might black out.
Really?
Which is worse?
It's not that fast.
The
I
3
am
is
not a good passenger at all.
I haven't
Nah.
ridden in the Plaid yet.
I rode in the Plaid. So from riding in the Plaid and just taking, just parking lot launching the 3, whole different animal.
Yeah.
Like for everyone on the podcast, Zoom got a brand new 2021 or 2 whatever Model S Plaid, which does 9 in the quarter or
9.2,
lower.
9.2.
9.2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
150.
properly absurdly fast.
Yeah.
And me and Tim went out the first day he got it, and we did a couple hits and then did a cheetah stance launch mode thing. And every time he hit the go pedal, my body's natural reaction was to burst out in laughter.
We should have had a GoPro on
It-
that. Like,
yeah, it didn't make any sense to me. He'd floor it, and I'd go.
It just squeezes
Yeah,
it out of you.
it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, the Model 3 as well, just it makes people make noises.
Yeah.
They're
And
like,
but
"Oh, let's go for a ride," and then next thing you know, everybody's like,
But definitely
So-
slower.
Connor, we have Zoom's Plaid, his Model S, Kyla's S, the Model 3, and then the Y.
Model Y,
So
yeah.
currently at 5, but we're
5,
selling
yeah.
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's switching into the Plaid. He had another one. But-
18. Yeah. So it's pretty wild that
Yeah.
what electricity can do. It doesn't give you the good feelings for me at
Yeah.
least.
That's
that
what I was gonna
that
say.
a
It's-
proper shitbox does.
Yeah,
It's so
I've heard a
different
lot of
that-
people say that.
Like everyone says it's really cool launch feeling, but I was talking to a couple of buddies, I think like last week about that. Some of the guys I used to ride sport bikes with,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's because we all rode sport bikes that like the feeling isn't cool to us.
No,
I think accelerating on a bike is still way better than what I feel in a Tesla.
it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah,
It's like going
It's
to
a
Cedar
ride,
Point.
not an experience.
It is
Yes.
yeah.
it is exactly like the Top Thrill dragster
Yep.
when it takes off and sends you up the
Yep,
chute at
you're
120
sitting
miles
there
an hour.
and you get sucked back, and then it's like, oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
and then about 70 miles an hour, you're like, all right, we're going.
Yeah.
Like, it clears up.
Mm-hmm.
You're still moving at a fast rate of speed, but the G-forces are at that point are
Yeah.
Because it's weird because
Rapidly
like
diminishing.
you have a fast car, gas car, and like you'll get used to it, but like if you drive it normally and then punch it again, you're like, oh, this is sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you drive around like the 3, I mean, I'm sure the Plaid is different, but if you drive around the 3 for a day, you'll forget it in
Yeah.
like
You're just
20
like,
minutes.
oh, this is normal.
And then you could floor it and you don't even feel like you're going fast. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
It's just not the sensory experience that
It's
you get with.
like
nah,
people
but if
say.
I had one, I'd floor that thing everywhere.
Oh,
'Cause you're
Well,
not
that's what
gonna
you
get a-
do.
You're not gonna get a reckless driving charge. There's no noise.
it's just
Yeet.
Because
was-
you like your brain gets used to it and you do.
Yeah.
You just floor it everywhere and like you don't feel like you're doing a pull lever. It's so weird.
I can't believe how fast the Model 3 is. And then I drive down the road, and like yesterday on my way home, there's like a younger lady in a Model 3, and she had 2 baby seats in the back. And like just driving down the road, I'm like, that is literally an 11-second race car.
yeah. And she's
To
just
us,
driving around
and
with her
she's
kids.
just skirting around town in this thing. Like,
Yeah.
and she's probably like, oh yeah, it's pretty quick.
Really puts you back in the seat.
If she took the back baby seats out, it'll run a 10.
Oh.
I see in the Coop with Coop asked if there's any more plans for Honey Badger. Yeah, there's a lot of plans left.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's
yeah.
what's next year for the Honey Badger?
Next year is 3 turbos
Yep.
and a stronger engine, and we're gonna try to make 1,000 horse. If it does, it does. If it don't, it'll make whatever it makes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna go to Colorado,
Colorado.
and we're gonna go 200 mile an hour.
Yeah.
What's the date for that Colorado thing?
June.
Not released yet, but generally it's in June.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty early.
They're having some technical difficulties with the sponsor, last I heard.
We
so-
have
Mm.
8 months.
Same company that runs the Indiana one.
Yep.
Airstrip Attack.
Yeah, those are great
That's cool.
events.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely gonna bring my yellow vest.
Oh
Heck
We're
yeah.
gonna go everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm not missing another
Nah,
one.
Ecotec Nation is doing a Pikes Peak meet because it's
Oh.
an anniversary year,
Oh, that's cool.
and it's in June. So I'm hoping
That
that,
could-
like,
it's
if
like
they,
a
they do go
coordinate.
through with the event, they'll coordinate it with that.
That'd be great.
Because it's not, the airport isn't that far from Pikes Peak. Not when
That would
we've
be
already
super
driven
cool.
that far.
Yeah. Rich, watch our LNF top 5 mods video, but you're on the right track. Downpipe, exhaust, intake, tune, stage 1 map sensors.
Yeah, stage 1 sensors.
Uh,
So we got Honey Badger. I guess you
Bowscar.
just laid it out what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yup.
Bo's doing some secret stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just some rowdiness. It's been real tame this year, but next year I want like hurt your face fast, and rowdy, just
That's good.
stupid.
That's good.
It's because you've been
Me
driving
too.
the Model 3 around it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I literally hang out with Al every day and around all this shenanigans and the drag Sonic, and it's like I just need a full blown
Yup.
stupid car.
Exactly.
I'm done like teetering, like just tippy toeing down the trail. Like let's just bop.
Exactly. Time
That's
to go
what we
full
need.
send.
And
Fuck Larry and Tyser over here.
Just gonna send it.
Tyler, are you going? You doing stuff to the Camaro, or is that secret stuff too? I know you've been talking about doing.
We've got some
mixing it up.
plans for the Camaro, but I think I've told enough people. One thing, whether it's on my car or Ryan's car, we're finalizing our port injection system for the LTG this winter. That'll be very cool.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing that community is asking for and actually showing that they need and want.
Mhm.
So that may be my car, maybe Ryan's car, who knows. But we also have been talking about a non-stock turbo manifold for a while.
Yeah.
And the Camaro might be time to get loud. Might be time to get a little silly.
It's already pretty loud.
Yeah, I need to get on that.
Yeah. So, Camaro plans are in
Can we put
motion.
like some MIG wire into your 3D printer and just print the steel manifold?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it could work.
Can we put jumper cables one together so it just welds itself the whole way?
And then Blue LSJ. It's tough.
I ain't never getting sprayed at this.
I got-
point.
I got-
fully
I
disappointed.
got 2 tracks that it's either going down.
Oh, we're hitting the Y.
Yep, we're hitting the Y point.
Oh.
One is 300 wheel on a stock pulley, and the other Y is sidewinder manifold, open dump, craziness.
Whoa, where did this one come from?
We've been
It's
touching.
been in the back pocket
Yeah,
the whole
it's-
time.
So I think that project would depend on the Camaro project. Because if I get an open dump turbo system on the Camaro, then I'll probably just do 300 wheel stock pulley and spray on the Blue LSJ.
Unless you fall in love with open dump so much that you just want it on everything.
It's tough.
Yeah, because
It's a
to
hard
do
life.
open dump on the blue car, you have to turbo it.
Yeah.
That is absolutely a requirement.
we can open them.
No.
Yeah.
He comes to work with a straight pipe blower car, he will be fired.
Automatic termed. Bye.
No severance, no nothing.
Yep.
You can't even clean your desk out. Just go count mufflers.
444. I think it sounds like a good time to do
Yep.
overrated,
I was
underrated.
Waiting for that 45. Looks like Al put his
How
phone
did I
down, so
come up
he's
with
ready to
the
go.
idea for the front bumper? The idea is just stop air from getting in.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Physics.
It.
Physics were the
Just
idea.
made it
Air pockets.
functional, and it ended up looking
One last
Okay.
one last boost weather thing. boost weather means snow, and it's about time to get the storage situation straightened out as well. While we're
Oh yeah, I gotta
You
clean my garage out.
right after we
I'd like
appreciate
to
this
put my car inside. for
this
the
good
winter.
boost weather, it's like right on, in the back of my head. All right, we're gonna have to park this thing somewhere for fucking 6
I
months.
just sell everything before it snows.
Yeah.
Just start over in the spring.
Figure out the parking
Yeah.
situation and how to wrench on it all
I
winter.
might just leave my outside's probably less susceptible to mice than my garage is.
Probably
Just leave it out here.
mothballs, which sucks
You
because
got
they
mice
stink.
in your garage?
Yeah,
Don't you have cats?
not in the garage.
Just open the door once in a while. Have them hunt them out.
I mean, one gets stuck out there every once in a while, and I see him out there, and I leave him. Like,
No cats go into the garage. All the mice come into the house.
You're only
probably.
allowed back in when you get a mouse. Then you can come
Yeah,
back in.
yep.
Snow means reverse donuts. There you go.
True.
Nah, I got an element. We can block that crap around the
Yeah,
back
You
lot.
do, yeah. I
Snow
got a
ti-
sweet video of that.
Yeah.
Snow tiring it up can be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Hopefully
Eric.
we get cool snow, drifty boy stuff.
That'd
The
be
last
cool.
few winters have been just like cold and gross.
Yeah.
Icy.
If it's gonna be cold and gross, it better be snowy.
Yup.
I would much rather have that than like the slushy.
I'm ready for snow because it makes me eventually hate snow, and then you appreciate summer, and then the cycle continues.
Yep.
But right now, I am done with summer. I'm tired of sweating. I want to wear pants and be comfortable. I hate wearing shorts.
I haven't turned on my AC or heat in like a week and a half.
Wow.
My energy bill is gonna be great next month.
Awesome.
All right, Al, you ready?
Straight
All
to the
right,
list,
we're
I
ready.
think.
All right, I got you top down in terms of how you sent it to me. So
All right,
I hope
cool.
that's how you're doing it.
So, for those of you that aren't aware, we're playing a game called Overrated Underrated, invented by the Massonomics podcast. Check them out if you like weightlifting-related podcasts about nothing. Anyway, we ask a topic, and the person that's asked to can answer either the topic is overrated or it is underrated, and there is no riding the fence. You can explain as little or as much as you want, but you have to decide. So, first up, for Trevor Plagmeyer, related to events that preceded the podcast, is grip strength.
Well, grip strength.
Yeah,
Yeah, you really got to train both sides.
yeah, which you have not done, apparently. You're finding that out.
If you want to know the story, 2 seconds before we launched the podcast, I fumbled with a bottle opener and got a Corona open, and then yeeted it straight onto the floor.
He just limp-handed it right onto the floor.
Take my strong hand.
Underrated.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
severely,
that's fair.
I agree. It's severely underrated. Never know when you might have a life or death situation.
It took me a second to.
Wow, that's creepy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like the silence.
Because when you said it, the first thought went right to my thumb, and I thought it was a transmission joke, and I was like, here we go. And I was like,
Again.
with the transmission joke.
Nah, I saved that for the next topic.
All right.
What do we got on the results?
Results-wise, so far we've got 67% on YouTube saying, "Oh, sorry,
Oh, it's
just
up to
changed."
80.
Real-time
Gee, that
change.
joke
80% say underrated on
I'd
YouTube,
say overrated.
and 100% say underrated
Yeah.
because one person voted
Can
on
you
Facebook.
imagine if you
Come on,
couldn't grip
Facebook.
anything?
Yeah.
So this
Imagine if you didn't have thumbs.
you're like the
Just
strongest
knife-handing
person in the
everybody.
world, but you can't like curl your fingers.
this weekend I was if anybody has a Jeep 4-liter inline 6, they know that the exhaust manifold shares the intake manifold gasket.
That is
And
so dumb.
and it's real fun replacing. And all you can get in there is a 9/16 wrench. And you just take
Quarter
your time.
turn.
And there's 8 on the bottom and 8 on top. And
What in the fractions did you just say?
and I'm laying on the ground, and fumbling these bolts in. I'm really good at it. And I'm like, then like the 9/16 wrench, and then move over. Start in the middle, work your way out, so it
Oh,
seats right.
lady, like, where you learn that?
And I was at this one point where like I had a bolt, like I'm like, man, grip strength is everything.
Yeah.
It was, my hands were sore when I was done, and I'm cracking.
Don't
Yeah.
you hate that?
Yeah.
When they just turn into a club?
There was like 7 times I was like, okay, break.
Shake it out. Shake it
Yeah.
out.
You're trying to thread the bolt, you like can't get back out, and you like are fumbling, and then your hand is tensing up, and you're like, please.
Please just make it.
Yeah.
Or like you get that weird lock thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
The joint locks.
Especially when you're like this, and you're like,
It's like 5 foot-pounds feels like 400.
I need a quarter turn. Extremely underrated. Like, just start.
oh. That was a good
Okay.
one.
Second one for Trevor that is directly related to your GIMP hand is bidets.
Yes.
You know, I wouldn't know.
I'm saying in theory.
I guess
here.
I have to answer.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not against it, so I'll say underrated.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
I think that
Like,
modern...
what if that thing just bullseyes and the water pressure's too high and you just like
We-
an animal balloon?
We went to Italy, and every place has a bidet. And the whole week we were there, Erica was like, try it. And I was like, I'm too scared.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
What happens?
What if
I
it misses?
tried one. I tried one on our honeymoon, and I was kind of upset that I had never considered investing in one before.
Ah. That's all
100% underrated.
That's all I hear is that they are so good.
Yep.
But
I'm a firm believer we have not reached perfection in
Well-
any aspect of product.
No.
So
It's just it's an inverted shower, basically.
like Kelly says, if you got poop anywhere else on your body, you wouldn't just take a rag and go like this.
But I don't eat with my butt cheeks. So I mean, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
It is kind of the same thing.
Is it that strong though?
If
Is
you-
the
if you got-
stream
That's
that
what I wanna
strong?
If
know.
you got poo, you don't eat with your toes. If there was poo between your toes, you wouldn't just wipe it off. You'd get some water and clean
feel
it
like
up.
if
Yeah,
it
but there's no.
has, like-
You gotta have soap.
like
to
if
be
there's
effective.
a manual boost controller, I'm about it. I just don't want the unknown,
Yeah,
you know?
that's
Yeah, you don't want that EBC going wild. 200 psi, bullseye.
Boost by gear, you know?
Oh,
This bidet doubles as an enema.
3 stage. Oh, so I see that YouTube says overrated.
Oh.
Facebook also, the one person voting on Facebook says overrated.
Are you guys U.S. viewers, or is
Yeah,
this the regular
I'm
for you
thinking
guys?
this is all U.S. people.
Yeah, most likely. Facebook, kick it up a notch. There's got to be more than one person watching.
There's at least 10.
I see like 4 of you in the
ridiculous.
chat
Yeah.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Anyway.
Manuel, are you the one on YouTube asking about the HV4? Because at this point, if you ask one more time, we're not going to come
We're
out with
going to
it.
block you from buying it.
I feel like-
HV4, next
I
summer,
feel like
I'd
he's
say.
got like a bot account that just comments on everything we
Automatically
post
goes.
asking about the HV4.
Still in development.
Okay.
Anyway,
Next up, for Bo.
Hmm.
And I already know the answer, but I just wanted to have a discussion about Abby's wit. She's kind of fire sometimes.
Yep.
Definitely underrated.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I guess this isn't really a good one for the followers
Yeah.
to vote along with, but
They know
We,
Abby.
uh,
Abby's been on the podcast
yeah,
before.
Abby's
one time.
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
was she full savage though?
If you guys are an avid viewer, let us know if you've seen Abby on the podcast, because you're hardcore then. That was a
Yeah.
while ago.
Yeah, that was one episode months and months ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
She does not pull any punches.
Nope.
It's great.
100% all
No,
the time.
I
The
feel
best
like-
part is how she says things so matter of factly. Like she will burn you to the ground, but she says it in just a normal voice, like it's just some obvious
Yeah.
statement. And you're like, I'm dead over here. Stop!
It's like, stop it. He's already
He's
dead.
already dead.
It's always so unexpected too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes you 2 seconds. You're like, what?
Like we're all bullshitting, and then she says something.
Oh,
Dang, she got him.
You're not wrong.
It's actually split 50-50 on YouTube right
Wow.
now. Abby's
Yeah,
with-
someone on Eric's saying on
Well,
Facebook.
Abby's going to
voting
hunt
isn't
down,
working.
hunt down
Yep.
the people that said overrated.
Yeah, the poll system on YouTube or Facebook seems
Sketchy.
sketch.
It's always been weird when I try to use it too.
If you want to vote, go on YouTube. If you want to do anything better, go to YouTube.
Or
because-
just
getting overrated.
say in the chat overrated, underrated for
Yeah.
Facebook, I guess.
That
I don't
works,
know.
Yeah, you can type your answer. We have solutions. Anyway, second one for Bo. Appropriate. as well in recent events is parts hoarding.
Ooh.
Parts hoarding.
Oh, excuse me.
Definitely underrated as well.
Yes.
I am more obsessed with hoarding the parts than I am installing them.
Yep.
I agree 100%.
It's an addiction.
That's a real nice box.
Yeah.
Dad, we
Nice
don't
one.
even have a Kia. That's a really nice door.
Buying the parts is so much fun. Installing them is so much work. you
See,
know?
Like, I love going to the pick-apart with no plan.
just wandering.
Just me
Yep.
and my tools in a wheelbarrow, and we're going hunting.
So I was home a couple weeks ago, and my dad, out of the blue, we were at dinner. Or no, it was at Oktoberfest, and he goes, "So do you still ever go to the junkyard?" Because I used to go to the junkyard all the time in high school because the Saturns were just overflowing. It was great. And I said, "Yeah, actually, like me and Bo and Al, we go on lunch sometimes, and we just go over there and we just like wander around.
See
and,
what we need to buy.
yeah."
Just look like little trash pandas, just scurrying through the
He
rubbish.
thought that was the greatest thing he had ever heard.
That you still go?
Yeah, he just loved it. It
I
was
would-
great.
I was so mad you guys went the other day without me, and you're like, "Well, you weren't around." Well, I was working, but yeah, I was so mad.
We'll
Like,
make sure we invite you on our next date.
Yeah.
I'm jonesing for just a meander through that yard.
I
Yeah.
know.
You never know what you're going to
But
find.
see, parts hoarding pays off. Like my muffler,
Mhm.
I've had that exhaust up in my
Oh, yeah.
garage for 6 years. I bought it for an Ion, found out that Ions didn't use the same exhaust as Cobalts. Now I need an exhaust. There it
For a
goes.
Cobalt.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
There we go. I could have thrown it out or sold it.
Mhm.
Yeah, parts hoarding. I like Trevor. I'm definitely obsessed with like the GXP fender vent, for example.
Imagine if you had 10 of those.
I could care less if it's installed as long as I have it. But if I don't have it, I'm like, oh my god, I need it.
Yeah.
Like, I need it. I
Yep.
need it. And then I pay way too much, or I buy it, lose it in the garage,
Yep,
whatever.
yep.
But as long as I know that it's there, it don't even need to be installed.
The
it's
problem
good
is
enough.
with our obscure cars is you find a part that you realize is super hard to find and way overpriced,
Yep.
and then you find a good deal. So you buy it, fix it on your car, and then you see another one pop up, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's such a good deal. I have to just buy it.
Yeah, gotta get it.
And then you have 8
Like
diesel
the
transmissions in
B-pillar
your
covers on the
garage.
Ion.
Yeah.
yeah.
or the armrests or the fog light covers. I have a beautiful fog light cover in my garage. The other day I was like, I should put that up because I could make some money. Nope.
Yeah, he
Nope.
did say fog light cover. It is one. That still blows my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know
one
why it's
one
not
whole
two.
last thing.
I've been pretty good at resisting the forum post or stuff popping up lately. Something W body related that was made 20 years ago but isn't made now, and it's somebody's posting their garage clean out. I'm like, oh, I don't even have a Grand Prix, but that spoiler is that's
Real like
that-
yeah.
I may never get this chance again, Like,
Ethan says the junkyard is like Disneyland, but only $3 and way cooler.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He
I
knows.
would much rather go to some like
Alfred
40
Parts
acre,
Yeah, Parts Panda.
a 40-acre pick apart than Disney World.
Man, I'm so jealous of Alfred because he scavenges southern junkyards. Can
Oh,
you imagine
jealous.
going to somewhere where you didn't have to fight all the bolts off?
yeah.
or like everything in there was nice and worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the real problem. You wouldn't understand the defeat. All of us have been to the junkyard,
No.
and you see the part you need that you want,
I don't know what
and you just can't get it.
Yeah.
You try so hard.
Yep.
And the bolts break off or whatever, you can't, and you just look at it. And
When
you have
we
to
went
walk
the
away.
other day, he was just wanted a caliper, and he had to try 3 different cars because he couldn't get the bolts out
Yeah.
Yep.
A caliper.
Yeah.
for a brake caliper.
Another rule when at the junkyard. Somebody asks you for a tool, you don't have it.
Nope.
Nope.
You do not.
Did not have it.
You got a 10 mil?
Because
Never seen it.
as soon as you hand them that oof, almost got this word there.
Almost.
As soon as you hand them that 9/16 and the 3/8 ratchet,
What in the fractions?
It's
For-
like McDonald's cup sizes. There's a small, medium, and a large. Why?
as soon as you hand that to them and they get that bolt out, they're like, "Oh, you gotta, oh yeah, you got
got
some
that?
vice grips too."
Get that?
Actually, I needed those cutters to get this harness on.
Adjustable wrench?
While I'm at it, you
Pry
got-
bar?
Got an impact?
I need a 22 mil for this crank bolt. You got a half-inch impact?
I'm wheeling my 300-piece toolkit through the junkyard. Nope, ain't got it, buddy.
This is just for show.
I'm glad that everyone is with us.
Ah,
There we
3800
go.
fire chicken build. I'm a fan.
Yep. So are we.
Put a TR6060 in it. That seems to be the go-to.
Does it bother any of you guys that it never adds up to 100? That still bothers me.
That does bother
Yeah,
me.
I don't understand that.
99.
100 what?
Numbers are made up. Look.
It's like I don't know if it's
Well,
like
YouTube.
compensating for
Don't ask
like
Bo,
I
he
get it.
can't read.
the people who didn't vote or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway,
Hmm.
we got another one for Bo, or is it me?
No, 2 per person. So, we're on to Tyler.
Oh,
Yes.
we're doing great.
Oh, wait, we didn't even see the oh, yeah, we did. Never mind. I zoned out for a second.
We'll do 3 for Aldo. We'll each do 1.
All right.
Okay. All right. Number 1, overrated, underrated for Mr. Tyler V is test hits. Yeah. How about that?
I'm going to go with...
How about 6 test hits?
How about do it again, Tony?
Back up, Terry.
Put her in reverse. I can't.
I'm going to go with underrated. Because if I hadn't had made those test hits, I would have broken it at the track.
You know,
So
I'll,
at least I broke it here.
I'll agree with you on that one.
You'll allow it?
I'll allow it.
Yep.
Now, if only we had paid more attention to the clutch drag.
Yeah. Yeah, when I came back and said it starts to creep when I'm dooning, and we went,
Weird.
could have put a clutch in, but
It did that in the alley?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first indicator. And then when we pulled the clutch out and the rivets had pressure plate finger marks. Not even marks, like hollows in them. Then we were like,
that
might have been doing it.
that's what did that.
Yep.
Max has one to throw in here real quick. Al, shift selectors.
I mean, I guess they got to be underrated because when they don't work, you hit the 2-step in the burnout box and then you go wing ding 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 ding, and the car doesn't go anywhere.
I seen it.
Yeah.
Better than breaking, I guess.
And for some reason,
Yeah.
the dude running the water box looked confused when I opened the door and went like this. He's like, huh?
Did he spray more water
Like-
on you?
Like, did you not see what just happened?
You open the door and he just sprays you in the face.
He
like,
thought he had bugs on the windshield.
Get
He
back
started
in there.
spraying the car.
Like, the car didn't go anywhere. What do you think I'm telling you? Just back me out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Man,
the water sprayer guys, they have no idea what's going on.
Well,
they're just like,
After the
spraying the
we're
wrong
gonna do like a
wheels
full
and-
grinds my gears section on that because
we're going to do a full grinds my gears on 131, but
yeah.
no kidding,
Yeah.
get
They-
your crap together.
they didn't know what Al meant by push him out of the water box when his car duned and didn't spin the tires. So, like, me and Tim hopped the fence and pushed him.
Mhm.
But yet, when that Camaro guy broke his diff, at the 8th mile, the water box guy runs down the track, pushes this guy all the way back while the Sonic is just burning down in the frickin' after
Yeah.
the burnout. I did the burnout because he's like,
Yeah.
and then the Camaro busts, and I'm just sitting here and watching them push this Camaro from the 8th all the way back.
Yeah,
Drag racing
I don't
is
understand
fun.
how water box guys, after all these years, do not understand front wheel drive cars.
Nope, they pull you way past, and then they're like, okay, do a
They
burnout.
like
You're
pull you,
in
they
the
pull
grip.
you up until your rear tires are in the water.
Yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen?
I swear they all assume every car is rear wheel.
Yeah, we're,
Like
we're
every
drag
car that
racing
exists.
that Sonic on pizza cutters.
Especially that car.
Yeah,
It
like,
is
come
so
on.
apparent. It has 10-inch slicks in the front and 3-inch wheels in the rear.
Even at
Yeah.
this point, you think they'd remember the car.
Yeah.
We're like, hey,
This is
4
the
more
one that-
gallons, stop him in the puddle. It's not that hard.
And they're like, nope, keep coming. Keep coming.
Like sometimes
And
I pull up and they no.
I was gonna
I'm sitting right
I was
here.
gonna say you're just sitting in the car shaking.
I
your
don't
head.
ever pay attention to
I
him. I
have-
do whatever I want.
I have
and then
shook my head at the guys at Stanton before, and he
Yeah.
just like shrugs.
Yeah. Stanton guys are cool. Martin guys are like, no. Come on.
I go when they tell me to go, but I don't stop or do what they when
Ah.
they want me to stop.
Yeah.
They're trying to help, but they're doing it exactly wrong.
Yep. Agreed.
We'll see how they are tomorrow.
They'll be good.
We do whatever the heck we want tomorrow.
Yeah.
We can reroute the washer sprayers under like the bumper or something.
spray them
in the
and
face.
So
wet our own track down.
Matt told us a story of people who used to keep tanks of VHT in their car and then rerouted the washer sprayers onto the tires at the
And
drag
they'd
strip.
spray it.
Yeah. So they'd go
Nice.
up to they'd do their burnout. They'd hit the sprayers as they're rolling up to the line and
Go with the whole thing.
Nice.
macaroni noises.
Macaroni noises.
So back in the day, Chrysler, I think, had something on the rear tires of some car.
Yep.
Maybe it was GM. But there was sprayers on the rear tires if you got stuck in like the snow or something.
Mhm.
It was something to
Yeah.
Oh,
melt the
yeah.
ice.
Yep. It was like ice melt stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
What? That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Test
then-
hits. Underrated. Good job, guys.
Good job.
Yeah. you
More or
got it
less,
right.
you did great.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, last one for Tyler. And this one you're going to have to think about a little bit because there is, I think, a correct answer.
Okay.
McDonald's Hashy Boys. I know. There's,
This is tough.
yeah,
So before
Is it tough?
it is tough
it is tough.
because before I give my full answer,
Oh,
He's
uh,
got to give his druthers.
McDonald's changed their oil about 10 years ago.
Wow.
Maybe it was about 8. But they used to be much better,
maybe about
much more
8.
better.
Tell me you're a junk food addict.
So my peak McDonald's hash brown eating was right around 16, and we would go to McDonald's every Sunday after church or before, either or.
Both.
And every time I would joke and I'd say I wanted 10 hash browns. And my parents never bought me them. They were like, "No, you can get 6. That's like the most you can get."
That's amazing. 10's too many, but 6 is okay.
Well, because it started at 4 and then it went to 6, and then one day me and my dad were headed to a Michigan State football game, and we got breakfast, and it was just my dad, so he was like, "Yeah, sure, have 10." And
Typical dad move.
and I ate all 10.
Wow.
I ate 10 hash browns all by myself.
And then
but
you had
now-
gut rot.
Now, unfortunately, I can only eat about 4. So I'm gonna say now
Wow.
they are overrated.
They're severely overrated, but
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's just because of the cost effectiveness.
The cost is terrible now.
Can you buy them all day or only at breakfast?
No. COVID ruined all day breakfast,
That's scary.
and now they're $1.59 a piece. They used to be-
Eden dropped like $90 this morning.
Yeah, it
on
was
Hashies.
terrible. I felt bad for him.
Yeah, I bought 10 a couple weeks ago and it was like $27. I was like,
Yeah. When I got
Yep.
breakfast from being late, I spent $30.
Mhm.
It's awful.
It's a new policy here. If you're late, you just buy hash
We
browns
just-
for everyone.
We have to go buy a couple bricks from Aldi and then
Well,
just
yeah, we
air
do.
fry
Yep.
them things in the morning.
Yeah. But they used to be when I went down to Tail of the Dragon for the first time in 2008, so I was 18, we got McDonald's on the way down, and hash browns were 2 for $1. And I was like,
Whoa.
oh boy.
Open
Here
the
we
trunk.
go. So yeah, now they are definitely overrated. But
Oh.
people don't seem to agree.
They're saying underrated.
Yep.
Nah, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
all right, Al.
Oh.
Yep.
Well,
I'm ready
bef-
for mine.
Before we
you
move
guys
on
ready?
from Hashies,
Yep.
one of the best drunk foods I ever made was a baked Hashies to where they were crunchy,
Mhm.
and then took, like, you know, the ranch pickles I made?
Yep.
Well, I had made a jar of taco pickles,
Okay.
and so I took 2 Hashies and I put 2 taco pickles on there
And
and
then-
made a sandwich out of it. It was
Huh.
awesome.
All right. I am very surprised that McDonald's has never made a hash brown sandwich.
Yeah, what the
That is
heck?
weird.
You put egg, bacon, cheese in between that bitch?
Swear jar.
Dang, dude, you're hitting up that square jar.
I am.
Yeah, 'cause that fruit drinks got them all upside down.
Jeez.
Got my jellyfish launcher today.
It's called a jellyfish launcher?
You know
Got a
what? Jellyfish
do?
launcher in your
Just
trunk?
buy an egg McMuffin, throw the McMuffin out, and just slap 2 hashies on it.
Because that'll be $10. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, the McNage a Trois has gotten expensive with the
Mhm.
Hashies going up.
Or the McGangbang during lunch.
But for science, I'd be down to test it
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a
For science purposes.
Get a McChicken and a McDouble and a hash brown, and then you throw out the bottom buns and put the hashy between them.
Yeah.
Mm,
Sometimes you
good.
just have to be honest.
Dude.
Explain your situation. You know, maybe they'll hear you out. Work something into their system.
No.
Pull up to the drive-thru and be like, I have a very special request. You know they got a stack of like 50 of those hash browns. I throw away half of them. So
They probably cost 3 cents.
if that.
Can
If
you
that.
imagine how many hash browns McDonald's makes per month across 20,000 stores across the U.S.? Like they're per
Where
brown
are these
cost.
numbers coming
Yeah,
I'm-
is
I'm-
it actually 20,000
I don't know. I'm
stores?
making it
from? 1
up.
month, 20,000 stores. Imagine the hash brown. Yeah, that's a lot of hash browns.
All right. Well, now I gotta look up how many McDonald's there are.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, Trevor, hit Al with the
Uh-oh.
overrated,
Okay.
underrated.
Number 1, Al. Overrated, underrated. 2.4 liter built.
Oh.
I'm actually kind of curious on this one. That's why I asked it.
You left it pretty open.
Yep.
So I gotta say overrated.
Oh,
It's the crank, man.
Yep.
Because when you say build to me, I'm like making all the power, and it is not happening with that stock crank.
A build to L is not 320. It's 820.
no.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Well, if you
820
can't
minimum.
rev past 7,
Now, I'm kind of breaking my own
8.
rules here, but if you're looking at a moderate power blower car, heck yeah.
2.4 is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.4, you can make really good power on an M62. Like, you can make equivalent, like, pulley for pulley, on a pump gas civilian fuel 2.4, you can make, like, what a E85 car on a 2 liter is going to make. And then add E85, you can make, like, low, mid 300s pretty easily on an M62.
Yeah, Trevor, your 2.4 E85 auto car made what, 250, 260?
260
Yeah.
auto, yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's pretty good for the auto trans.
Mm-hmm.
very good.
So
No
they have their
replacement for
purpose,
displacement.
but overall, severely overrated.
We need a sticker on that car that says that. No replacement for displacement.
Take all the SS badges off and just a big 2.4.
I mean, I turned my 2 liter to $9,000. Good luck doing that with yours.
It'll do it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, one
It
time.
might make it there. It depends when the reluctor ring snaps
Yeah.
off.
I heard Tim did that a couple times.
I don't know. It might
Yeah.
might be the auto snapping before.
It might be the auto snapping.
All right, which one are you guys ready?
Oh man, I'm ready. I could go so many different directions, but I'll
Oh,
keep it
great.
simple. Keep it simple.
KISS.
Overrated, underrated. A completed exhaust system.
Hmm.
Like
That's a good one.
the head to the tailpipe. I say it like that.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, you need the whole package.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say,
But like honestly, of a completed exhaust system, because I know you're few and far between that.
Does your Element even have a full exhaust anymore?
kinda. I mean, it reaches to the back.
It's a little doony, but you know.
Since most people are civilians, unlike us, I'm gonna have to say underrated
Yep.
because it is. Like, I do not want to drive a catless gas car.
No.
It's
That's
gross.
terrible.
It smells bad.
I-
You smell bad.
I'm like I said, I think last week, I mowed my lawn yesterday, and I came in, and my clothes reeked of freaking 87. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
It's gross.
It's awful.
No one likes it. Stop doing it.
Yeah, please.
If only you smelled like Marlboro and Bush Light at the same time.
But like
Eric wouldn't have left you.
the three,
She would have walked out.
the 3-inch catback we got on the Blue Turd, like that
Friggin'
is
phenomenal.
severely underrated. And
Yeah.
it's a full, complete, proper turbo back system. Has
Yep.
Yep.
2 cats on it because that's what they had factory,
Mhm.
and it has a good muffler. There's good design. It looks good. It sounds good. It doesn't stink. It doesn't drone on the interstate.
Yep.
It's loud when you want it to be. Like, I think all of those things added up are severely underrated.
Yeah,
I'd agree.
I can agree as well.
Now, drag car, ounces make pounds. Get it out as quick as you can.
Yep.
Minimum pipe necessary.
Bullhorn.
Should probably Swiss cheese the up pipe on the Sonic a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, that way when it does flames, it's like everywhere.
Has any...
Yeah, it looked like those old World War machine guns on the planes where they were all.
I just have to ask.
That'd be
Has
sweet.
any woman ever said, as minimum pipe as necessary?
Nah.
Or man, whatever.
Yeah, maybe. Not judging. Nah, I don't think
Yeah, I
so.
don't think so.
I
And
don't
that's
think
Al's
a
too.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 85% of the time is put the back wheels in.
Yep.
Catless all the way. Love the smell.
There's
You better have E85.
See, you
Because-
probably had a meth addiction at one time, didn't you? Wow, it was
You
bad-
definitely don't
bad
want
choices.
catless meth because...
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah, that makes your eyes water.
Yeah, that's not good.
Man, those bikes at 131. You were there.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
Yeah.
The
That-
Harleys. And
That was like
stuff.
the snowmobiles the one day.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're running
the
and you're just...
snowmobiles are
you're
real
sitting
bad.
there and you're like...
I was almost.
I
wondering if
promise
that's-
I'm not crying.
Yeah.
I was almost wondering if that's where my scratchy throat came from, just because I was breathing that next to in the staging lanes all day, and they're just like burn, 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 burn. Have
Okay,
these
dude,
alcohol
it
bikes
works.
up.
It worked the first time. Stop.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
Trevor, where's the Ryan Narwhal sticker?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Max
well,
is
we'll
not
have
going to forget about
Yeah,
We'll
it.
have to
Max,
do
keep
that.
keep reminding us and me specifically.
He's
or
been
Tyler,
asking for
one of
like
us.
a year.
Yeah. All right,
But we
Al.
still need to do the special edition Al Rex, too.
Yep.
The holographic one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Al.
We should, I bet we, how much
Hey,
you think
Tyler's
people
got
will
a-
pay for those?
Tyler's got a bonus for you.
Oh, great.
Secret, undisclosed, non-production gear sets.
Oh. Oh, severely underrated.
what I
That was
figured.
like Christmas Day times 8 when I got in there.
Did you count the teeth?
Well,
to figure
yeah,
out the gear?
because the diesel trannies are all supposed to be 335 final drive,
Mm-hmm.
which means
Which
that
is
the
very long.
ring gear's going to be smaller and the pinion gear's going to be bigger. And I popped the case open, and it was really weird, and I felt kind of dumb after because I looked at it for like 5 seconds, and the gears were, pun intended, clicking in my head because it was like at the edge of the case.
Yeah, that
And
big,
so
that,
I'm standing
that's
there
huge.
looking at it, and like
Sometimes that's
my
all you
eyes
gotta
twitching
do.
a little bit, like
Mm.
something is askew. And I was like, wait a second, this is a really big final drive. So I sat there with brake clean and a Sharpie marker,
Mark
counting
one and-
teeth,
Yeah.
and there was music playing, and I had to shut the music off because I lost count once. As you get like 86 teeth in, and you have to breathe, and like,
As Tyler says,
crap.
turn the radio off so you can see better.
Exactly.
It's
I
a
had to-
thing.
It's a
thing.
thing.
But then I was like, well, I counted those teeth. I might as well count the other teeth, see what other
Yeah.
gears we got in here, since everything's a lie apparently.
Yeah.
And I get to the first gear and I was like, oh, okay, same as the regional. Second gear, yeah, that makes sense. And then there are a couple different third and fourth options, but from the factory they're always in a certain pair. It's either this and this, or it's this and this.
Yep.
And I counted third gear and I was like, oh, it's that one. And I'm like, well, I've already wasted 2.5 hours. Might as well count fourth. Lo and behold, it's the good one. Like it just kept getting better as I kept counting. And I'm really excited. Now we're gonna go run 9s.
That was a big come up this year. Is piecing together custom transmissions
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned
for
a lot
your
about
car and the drag
learned
Sonic.
a lot
Uh,
about
yeah.
rebuilding
Non
transmissions.
F35 transmissions underrated
It's
because-
severely underrated.
because you can swippity swap and make it whatever you want, and
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, and it was pretty convenient that I have a lot of experience thanks to Tyler tearing apart the M32 trans in the Sonic,
Rip.
and the layout of that trans is almost identical to the
Yeah,
F40.
it's 3 shaft.
So it made it very simple. Like as soon as I popped the case off, I knew exactly what everything was.
There you go.
Like the stack up is the same. Like the location of each gear.
That's
all the
cool.
Same.
I
Yay,
just,
learning.
I just
Mhm.
love it that we don't put
And
for any
knowledge
of-
is power.
for any of our applications. I just love that we don't put together a gear set without being like, nah, we don't need that. We want this one,
Yep.
and then we need this one, and then
And then I want you, and I want you. Now we kiss.
Now, Kith.
Well, anyways,
Wow,
I
it's
guess that's about
5:20.
it.
Yeah.
If you guys have any last minute dying questions, get them in the next 10 seconds, else we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah, because I gotta get that old exhaust back on the
Yeah,
blue
we
car and
gotta
go
load
home.
up some cars. We gotta get ready to go racing tomorrow. So
I gotta go home tonight though.
State Eric
Heck.
is gonna be there supporting us as always.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
In
Film.
about 6 days, you'll have a killer video.
Yup.
Yep.
A lot of car footage, I have a feeling.
A lot of footage.
A
Yeah.
lot.
Oh yeah, those GoPros are gonna be cooking.
Also, F you GoPro. You're the worst camera manufacturer on the planet.
It's
Yeah,
one
I
of the,
heard you guys complaining about that earlier.
They're
They're
freaking
just-
terrible.
well, it's one of those things where there's no other.
It's the
there's
one.
nobody else to go to.
Yeah.
So like they can just be like that. It's like McDonald's.
Biggest complaint. Why has no one else perfected the
We don't want it to be better. We just want it to be
To work.
reliable.
We just
Like-
want it to work. Like we put the one in the Camaro the other day.
Yeah, they choose when they work.
5 minutes in, it went and stopped.
I literally took them out of their cases the other day after doing a video, and they were so hot I had to set them down because I couldn't
Yeah,
go.
B-Dub,
we're
cheers
working
to
on
you
it.
as well, brother. B-Dub, Tyler talked about his fifth injector a little bit earlier in the podcast
Yeah.
for the LTG.
Yeah, rewind the podcast.
5th, 6th, 8th,
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Teeth injectors.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at the track. And
Everybody have a
thanks
good
for-
weekend.
Thanks for coming
Gotta
on.
see what the weather does. We're racing this weekend one way or another.
No
Yep.
matter what.
Deuces. Oh, we're back.